Everybody, my name is Kendric Marshall, and I'm happy to be here today, seeing everybody's beautiful and wonderful face today. I might get emotional with this because this path has been it's been crazy. I got this one always yelling at me. How bad she wanted for me, and I didn't want it. And to be here today is just an amazing experience. Before I found my path at OIC, I was a kid who had been pushed through so many schools. I lost count. Even though, even though I was attending #1 school in Oklahoma City, I was failing, not because I couldn't learn, but because the system was failing me. I felt I spent more time in the principal's office than in a classroom. I I always was behind, always struggling. By ninth grade, I was reading at a second grade reading level. Despite being in Oklahoma City's top-ranked school, the hardest part wasn't just the academic struggles; it was the daily humiliation. I have a speech impediment that made it easy for me to be a target and for teasing. Some teachers even told me I'll never amount to nothing. That that was that is just the environment I was in. I was destined to fail. When that's your everyday environment, those struggles start to consume you. That limited vision that people put over your life, it eats you alive. It discourages you every day. You hear it year by year, day by day, night by night, and you start falling into it. Finally, in ninth grade, after failing everything, I made the decision to drop out. Even though I left school, I never abandoned my dream. I knew I wanted to become an electrician. I loved working with my hands, and I was inspired by all the math involved that most people don't see. When I researched what I needed to pursue this career, the first requirement was clearly a GED or high set. So I set two goals for myself: graduate before my twin sister and prove everyone wrong who said I would never succeed, that I'll never amount to nothing, that I would never graduate, that said I would never be in a room, that I'll be able to speak in front of people and be popular in it. Go, go walk in a purpose, be a life for those people. That's when I found OIC of Oklahoma County. From the moment I walked through the doors of OIC, everything changed. I was greeted with love, peace, joy, emotions that I hadn't felt in an education setting ever. The staff didn't just see me as another student to process. They wanted to know my story. They asked, "What can I do to help you? How do you like to learn new things?" For the first time in the education journey, I felt hope. I felt loved. I felt just a feeling I haven't felt. I felt people that actually care for me. Chris, he's there day by day, hearing me. Sometimes even yell, act crazy. If y'all see me in OIC, y'all be like, "Who is that kid?" I had teachers who believed in me so much. She offered to even pay for my first test. Since math was my strength, I started there, but I failed that first test by just 1 point, and it crushed me. My confidence that I just regained, it destroyed it all. But this is the difference between OIC and every other school. When you fail, they here to lift you up. My teachers saw my potential when others had only seen my problems. She loved that I was energetic, driven. She saw greatness in me that I couldn't even see in myself. OIC wasn't just a school, it became our family. The environment was built on love and support. They didn't just help with academics, they taught me computer skills. I used to type A, C, I used to just type so bad, and they said, "Oh, you need to learn how to do this if you're gonna go into any job force." They helped me with communication, which I'm speaking here today, which is absurd. And and they provided English support. It took me a whole year to rebuild up the confidence to retake my test. But during that time, the love and support never stopped. When I finally retook my reading test, now remember, I was reading at a second grade reading level. I scored 18 out of 20. That's when everything clicked for once. That's why I was not condemned by no one's limited vision, because I had hope. I had teachers who was there time by time, day by day, night by night, phone calls, middle of the night asking, hey, have you studied this? Hey, get on Essential Ed. And just was there. You don't get that a lot. You don't get teachers who will actually go out of their way and actually email you, text you. I don't answer my emails at all, so they have to actually text me. I'm gonna tell you, I got texted this speech today. She said, have you went through it a couple times today? No, I haven't went through it once, so I got in the building. So I graduated with my high set before my 18th birthday in achieving both of my goals, beating my twin to graduation and proving the people that didn't believe in me wrong. And that was the best feeling. And I'm still working as an electrician now, and I'm well paid. That was last April of 2024. Since then, I have been living my dream. And I love my job. I also love doing plumbing, automotive work, carpentry, and many other things. I'm well paid and on track to becoming a journeyman and working towards my ultimate goal of owning my own company someday. No matter what age you are, no matter what life has put you through, you have people in your corner. There's a community of people just like you who have faced similar struggles and overcome them. OIC didn't just give me an education. They taught me how to speak confidently, write in the resume, handle business situations, and navigate the professional world. They gave me the tool to walk into rooms with experienced pros and hold my own. A quick thing about me, I'm sorry for adding something, but I went to Washington, D.C. with Chris, and we spoke with a couple senators. He left me by myself to one of the meetings, and that was like a moment like confidence, like he trusted me to be on my own and actually speak up for what OIC stand for. What is the teachers here for? Why do we need this program? Why is it so important? And just with that confidence right there, I was like, yeah, I can do it. And I didn't even bring the paper with me. I was like, man, I got this down to a T. But OIC gave me a family that continues to support me. They call to check up on me, give me hugs whenever I visit, tell me they love me, and remain my friends and community. And they get on to me if I'm not on track and I'm not pursuing in my footsteps that I said I want for myself. Yeah, that's like my auntie right there. She will whoop me if I did get out of hand, or call my grandfather. But yeah, we haven't done that in a little bit. The journey isn't easy, but with the right support system, it's absolutely possible. That's why these programs matter. I am proud to be an OIC alumni, and I also will carry that with me forever. They didn't just change my education path, they transformed my entire life. And now I am a president of OIC Alumni Association, which we call OIC Spike Club. Thank y'all for listening.